house, kicked this girl in the head. I was like, all right. It was funny.
It's on site. On site.
So here's how they make the show. Here's what they do with the show, though. So they get the 13 contestants, and before they start filming, they put a group chat. And so they put all of them in a group chat, and they all have to follow each other on Instagram and Facebook. They have to go live with each other and all that shit. So what happens is before the show starts, they'll end up beefing with each other because of the because of the group chat. They just and so then it'll be and you never know what was said in the group chat, but they'll like walk in the house the first day and they'll be like, bitch, I told you it was on site, and you're like, this is the intro episode, what the fuck is on site? And then just like balls out squabbling. You're like, okay, well, fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm with it. Let's do it. I'm fine with it.
That's just too
it's a lot, bro.
That's just too stressful situation. You gotta be on your toes and stuff like that.
All the time, watching your back.
I can't do that.
Watching your back and shit.
I can't do that. Like constantly, like knowing someone's gonna kick your ass or having to fight.
Bro, man, you gotta be ready, man. That's why you gotta have that shank on you at all times. You know what I mean?
There was a chick, the one we were watching the other day. Chick pulled a knife on the dude.
Oh my god!
And so here's what they do that makes it like kind of bad though. They'll put like gay dudes or trannies in the house. And they'll be like, so then you have like
they're the
worst. Bro, you have chicks and trannies fight. They're terrible. They're terrible, bro. They're like, chicks will be in there.
A lot of hitting with this.
But the chicks will be in there arguing. And then some gay dude will come in and just interject himself. And they be like, bitch, you don't want to fight. Like, nigga, you 6'4".
Oh my
like,
God.
No, she doesn't want to fight. She's 5'3". No, she has
God.
no desire to fight you. But they happen. It happens.
Welcome back to Sweat Equity. Eric
Crazy
Valdez, Jules Johnson, and Lynn Lopez, guys.
What
All
up?
right. We'll give you more content about that later on for sure. All right. Leave a comment of what crazy show you're watching right now. All right. Like that for sure. All right. Look down in the show notes, guys. All right. Every week that we post, all right, you can go and fast forward it right into the main topic. If not, you can just listen to these crazy conversations that we start out with for sure. And like that, I'm telling you right now, the craziest show that I'm watching right now is that Idol. I just finished watching that, so I'm waiting for part 2.
Right.
I can't watch it back to back.
What was getting you all triggered, huh?
This girl, I just can't understand her brain.
It's just that toxic life. You know what I mean? It's all about finish watching it, Jules.
Bro,
right?
so I'm gonna start watching it.
Yeah.
So this one is 4 seasons in, still on HBO Max, and I'm a stupid TV guy. I'm a stupid TV guy.
Yeah.
Bro, The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, I love that show.
The Righteous Gemstones.
I did see that pop up. I want to watch that. I'm a big fan of Danny McBride. He's super funny.
Bro, that one is good.
And then on top of it, he's a good writer too. You know what I mean?
That one is really good, bro.
I think right now the majority of stuff that he's putting out there and acting in like that is gold.
Oh yeah, for sure. What about so the one that I'm waiting on, the season I'm waiting on next is The Boys.
I didn't really get into that one too much, bro.
Oh no,
I didn't get into it too much.
Did you see Hero Gasm yet?
No.
Oh, and that's why.
I was like, man, I have a hard time myself.
Bro, The Boys is good, bro.
Like that. Right now, what I'm watching, when I get home, I try to get 1 or 2 episodes in. It's called Suits.
Suits.
Oh,
okay, good.
yeah.
I've heard about Suits.
Good.
Finished that series.
Yeah.
I went with it when it started all the way to it finished. It's really good.
Good?
I didn't
like
know Prince Harry's girls up in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Meghan Markle.
Yeah, Meghan
You know,
Markle.
I had a thing. So every time I see her pop up, I got to talk in my, my British little accent. You know what I mean? And no wonder she defected from that family, bro, because I'm pretty sure they saw the stuff she was doing in that show and like,
bro,
nah, you gotta go.
Good.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
All right.
Yeah. Right now, I don't want to give away too much because for people that are watching it, because I think it just went on Netflix not too long ago. Did it?
I don't know. It was on AMC for a while.
Well, I don't got TV, so it's just on Netflix. That's why I started watching it, because it just popped up on Netflix. So, that one's good right now. But hey, and it's about law, man. So it's right up your alley.
Bro,
you know what I mean? I don't know how.
Is it cringe like doctors when they watch like Grey's Anatomy or House or anything?
Yeah, a lot of times it is. Like you can't really chill because you're like objection. Like, nah, don't object. Oh, nobody would do that. That's not the way that works. Come on, like you end up doing that the whole show.
Well, you got this one character here. He's like some law savant, that is a Harvard law school poser,
Yeah.
But he's doing law without no degree. So but the thing is,
I'm gonna check this out.
Yeah, and then like the reason he got hired is because he could just memorize the whole law book, on site. And be, these like 5th, 6th senior executive freaking lawyers like that. Like
he's handling partners left and right.
Yeah,
because he can just remember shit.
Yeah. So right now, I'm in the thick of it because we had it was a junior partner, and then the lady that has her name on the door of the law firm. What do you call that?
The partner, the name partner, Sometimes they're
the partner. Yeah, like that. So they just freaking threw a coup to freaking take the other guy out of partnership. And so then the senior partner, that's the right hand man to the
I remember all of that.
Yeah. So the senior partner that was the right hand man to the partner of the law firm itself, now he's throwing the coup. Like that's like
when you meet Lewis in the show, he's the character.
No, bro, he pisses me off, man.
He's the one that makes you want to punch the TV.
He's like a rat, bro. Like he's all about just saving his own ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I hate there's no loyalty at all. He's on whatever side that he knows that he's gonna get a biscuit from.
Yeah.
One of those guys. Bro, yeah, fuck those guys.
Really good show.
No, okay. I'm gonna check it out. That sounds good.
I mean, what talk about Harvard and stuff like that, I heard an interesting study like that. What kind of grades did y'all make in school?
I was a nerd. I was always making A's and B's.
Yeah.
Here's my sticker.
Right. Like I was I was a different nerd. I was a nerd, bro.
Were you?
I was a nerd. Bro.
Oh man,
I was a nerd. Like my dad.
Straight A's too?
Bro, my dad's a double chemist. My mom's an attorney, bro.
So they put it on you, like you better come home with the good grades, or like you wanted to come home with good grades? I wanted to make my dad happy, and making my dad was like, 95. How come it's not a 96? Oh, so he was one of those?
Right. For 100%.
Yeah, so he kind of like just, rubbed off on you like that. And same for you, like what?
My parents just wanted me to do good in school. They didn't really push anything, so it was just really on me.
what was your topic?
English and writing and stuff like that.
Same thing for you?
No, bro. I was like anything logic, like math, science.
Okay. So I straight up, bro, C/D student. Okay? If I got a D plus, I was gravy, bro.
Like, don't have to take this again?
Yeah, I'm good, like that. I'm fine. I did not, there's some subjects, obviously, that I was super attracted to, math and science. I was a math and science person, you know what I mean, like that. And I think it's always funny because when you're going through school, like that, you get those people, like that, either you get the guys that are math or science or reading and writing.
Right.
Like that, like how many people that, excelled in both of those, or like all four of those topics? Nah, I think like there's just a hard, I think there's a hard fork in the road, like either this
left
or
brain,
that.
right brain.
Yeah, that. Man. So anything like when it came to math and science and stuff like that, for sure. I love that, especially like because for me, I'm more geared towards hands-on stuff, and that's what math and science is. For like reading and writing, you're talking about just sitting there and freaking,
imagination,
just touching, feeling.
Like I have imagination, you know what I mean? But like to just sit there and to read a book, man, bro, it was torture for me. Tell me and say, hey, homework is, read the 2 chapters. Oh, bro,
No.
I wanted to kill myself.
I'm never doing
like
that.
that. Like
Never
that.
doing it.
But if you told me, hey,
Nightmare.
go home and you know, do this science, you know, or this 100-page free, like 100-question math thing, like, man, I was showing all the work.
Make a volcano.
Yeah.
Paper mache
I did
volcano.
that. Like,
all about that life.
and so I say this, all right. So I was listening to this study. This guy was talking about this study that he said all the nerds, you know, like that, you know, when they come up, you know, they were just they end up getting burnt out, you know, by the time they're already, you know, finish high school or even go to the next level, graduation and stuff like that. Graduate from college. And they said that the most successful people that you know, that come out of high school or in college are the C students and as for entrepreneurs.
Bro,
I see that.
what is it? It's there's a saying that's like, make A's and B's teach, make C's get rich, get C's get richer.
I wish that was a real thing.
No,
and I see that. I see that because, you know, there's one thing, all right, and I wish the guy that was talking on this video that I was listening to, he would have went more in depth into the study. He really didn't. But I've heard this before. All right, and it's because like the A's and the B's students and stuff like that, their capacity of learning, you know, it's already full. You know, as for the C student, you know, they're still they still have a lot more capacity to learn. All right, but the thing is that, you know, what he was talking about in the video is that, you know, these are the dreamers. These are the ones that, you know,
that's what it is, bro.
These are the ones that are, you know, are doing just enough to get by because they're not really interested in whatever, you know, the classroom is teaching at the time, especially now today's education, man. God knows what the hell is going on there. But I know back then it's like, you know, and I told this to my wife the other day. I was like, babe, because I graduated in 2006, right? So like that. You know, not in 94. Hey, since 94, hey, I'll tell you what, Jules, since 94, when's the last time you solved anything with pi?
Pie?
Yeah.
Bro, I had some pie the other night.
No,
I solves everything.
I said solve an equation with pi.
Bro.
That's what I told my wife. We were coming back from Target or something like that, and I was like, babe, it's been 17 years and I still haven't solved anything with pi. I don't know why I had to learn that in school.
Bro,
you know.
But so you're right though, because this is what I always thought was stupid. So you go to school, and then in 7th grade you learn American history, and in the 8th grade you learn American history again. But how did what happened in 1776 change between last year and this year? I'm wasting an hour of my day learning some shit that already happened. Like it's already happened. I have to learn it every year. They just burn up a bunch of time teaching you stuff. Like once you learn like English, right? Like you know it. Like it's good.
Yeah.
But I don't need to know literature because I don't. Nobody goes into business like. Somebody spitting a Shakespearean play, you have to know words to Othello or all that. If that's your thing, that's your thing. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm like, the only reason I'm talking like that is because I'm watching like some old ritzy show on TV.
I'm trying to understand
like
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Trust me, bro. When Game of Thrones, House of Dragons is on, man, me and my wife is all day talking like that. Come here, my love. You know, like that. Bro, the soon, you know, son of my stars and the moon. Bro, you know, all that, bro. Like,
but that's what I don't. You just have to have like it's like you have to have that level of discipline, but you also kind of have to have like to be an entrepreneur. You have to be willing to like not to go against the grain, and it's hard for a lot of people that are so regimented to go against the grain.
Yeah. And that's another thing that he was talking about, because they said that, you know, the A/B students, you know, are that regimented, need you know, people telling them what to do. You know, they excel, all right, when they're giving, you know, given orders. Yeah, right. When they're given orders, you know, like that. So yeah, they're gonna be dependable. They're gonna be on time. You know, they're gonna get the tasks accomplished and things like that. But as for like now, they have to think for themselves out the box. They are not that type of person. You know what I mean? As for the C student that, you know, all right, did enough just to pass and stuff like that, get it by, but they're the dreamers. They're the ones that, you know, not focus on that because they're thinking, you know, outside the box, you know, the ideas and things like that. You know, and I'm not lying, man. Freaking, I tell Lynn all the time, it's hard for me to turn it off sometimes, you know what I mean? And like I jokingly say it, but like, you know, sometimes the amount of like ideas that come in my head is like, oh man, I just wish I had $1 billion in my back pocket so I could just do this. Yeah. You know what I mean? But for sure.
Like it's very, and see, and the thing is, to me, what an A/B student is, but the guy who passes the IB, the standardized test is, you're really just a person that's a good test taker. Like you're good at taking tests.
That's what I told my wife the other day.
You're good at memorizing shit. Like you're good at that. But that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean you can fucking think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where, like you will have you have your A/B students that can think and can figure shit out and can work their way through stuff. But as far as just like straight up memorizing stuff, bro, it's a waste. School's a waste.
I had a similar conversation.
Stay in school, but school's a waste.
Finish school.
Right? Finish school,
hey,
but it's a waste.
And then really figure out what you want to do once you get out of school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, like I had a similar conversation like that with my wife the other day because she talks to a lot of doctors. And she came home the other day. Hopefully, none of those doctors listening to this right now. but she didn't give me no name, so it's all right. All right? So she was like, hey,
that was me.
She was like, you know who are the dumbest people ever? I was like, who? She was like, doctors. I was like, babe, I tell you that all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, the only reason they're there is because, you know, the majority of these people, like, you know, I'm pretty sure you've seen it with lawyers and doctors and stuff like that. Like, yeah, these are like real important jobs, but not like important jobs at like what I'm trying to say. A lot of people value what they say, bro, because the smart, position they're fucking stupid. Yeah, no, it really is. You know, Jesus and you know, book smarts and street smarts is a real thing. All right, if you didn't understand it. All right, and the reason, and I told her, I was like, of course, babe. I'm like, you know, the majority of these people, they're in this position because, you know, not because they're like really smart and they grasp the concept of what their, you know, what their job is and stuff like that. They, you know, they have great memories. You know what I mean? And they can memorize, you know, all their notes and stuff like that. You know, like they have a photogenic memory like that. Like I know a doctor that told me the only reason he got through being a doctor and stuff, and he is because he had a great photogenic memory. You know what I mean? He was a good tester.
So I look at good test. So I the thing with doctors, and I've got some good friends that are doctors, right? Like my dad's doctor. Like, I get it, right? And they're smart, right, to an extent, but it's like it's medicine, science and medicine. So it's super regimented because it's so logical that it can never be illogical. And the other thing about medicine is you go in and you say, my stomach hurts. And then they say, maybe it's this. And then they go, wasn't that? Maybe it's this. And so you're just sitting there paying this dude hundreds of thousands of dollars to guess.
You need to know.
Like, figure this shit out, dude. Why am I? So, yeah, I get it. They're so smart. And it's just, it's a lot, man. Doctors are a lot, bro.
You know, I want to go back because I just said it right now about school, and you know, and God knows what's happening. What's one subject, you know, that you wish they would bring back in school, or you know what, not even bring back, just that that you wish they were teaching students in school?
Oh, bro, I think that economics and finance should be like staples throughout high school and not half a semester of government in your senior year.
About yourself,
I don't even know if they took this out or not, but it's just physics. I don't know if they're still teaching that or not, but I just remember
they took away PE from school, so I'm pretty sure. Physical education is an elective now. You know that, right?
Yeah. Physics was my favorite class.
Of course. What was it? The number we were talking about the other day? Like 100. What was it? Like 180 pounds was the average weight for women in the U.S. or some shit.
Yeah, it was 175.
Yeah, I mean, no shit. They don't have any physical. No shit. Fat ass little kid. I mean, not fat kids. The kids. No, yes. Body positivity. Stay in school.
No, all right. Live a healthy lifestyle.
Live a healthy lifestyle.
For me, like obviously that's the obvious one that, you know, to choose is to bring back that and make that a staple in school like that. But man, I was like, what you talking about, man? I was like, it took me all the way until I was 27 to start to figure out and learn about taxes. I'm like, why is that not a thing? You know,
I didn't learn taxes until I started my business.
Well, how old were you then?
I was like 24 before.
Yeah, you see that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, man. I didn't I didn't know the difference between a W-2 and a 1099 until I was 27.
But scale it back from that. If they had finance and all that stuff in school, people would understand how bro, I still don't understand how credit works. Credit is the biggest hustle in the world, but you have to teach kids
alongside insurance,
bro. Bro, it's such a hustle, but you don't teach kids anything about credit, and then they get out of high school. All they know is that their parents bought a bunch of stuff on their credit card when they're growing up. They get out of high school, bro. I remember the first day on campus, there were little tents set up where you could sign up, get a credit card, and a free pizza.
Yeah,
and you walk away with this credit card
for a $10,000 credit card with like 10% APR.
Bro, not even, it was a $400 credit card with like 35% APR, and then you would buy like a PlayStation game and be paying on this shit. Like I'm still playing off my PlayStation 2. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck is this? Bro, it's crazy. But you don't understand any of that because they teach you pie, but they don't teach you anything else. You know what I'm saying? So what are you going to do?
Yeah. And so, well, right now, freaking Biden's handing out, I think he's already on the second bill that he for
the student loans?
Yeah, the student loans.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. I can't even remember the number off the top of my head. Maybe you could look it up of how much forgiveness that.
Bro.
I want to say it was like 10 mil or something like that, or 100 mil.
No,
like
that number's huge, bro.
Yeah. And like, hey, you know what? I was like, I don't know how much more they're gonna probably forgive and stuff like that. But hey, that's a good thing. I see it as a good thing. Because a lot of these people, with college students that they put themselves in what, how many $1,000s did you put yourself through?
Biden-Harris administration to provide 804,000 borrowers with $39 billion in automatic loan forgiveness.
Ooh.
That's a lot of money.
So straight up,
I want to know how many students that covered.
No, that's the 800. That's the 805,000.
805,000 students.
805,000 students.
Wow.
Automatic 39 billion. So I got lucky. I 100% got lucky, bro. My parents, one of the ways that they pushed education through school was that was our job. That was our job. So you wanted the newest Jordans, and back when I was there, Jordans came out every quarter, right?
Yeah.
In 89, 90.
She wasn't even born yet.
but so they came out every quarter. But if you want some new J's, like your report card has to be right. Like if you want to be fresh to death, get your grade. And so it was, go to school, do what you're supposed to do in school. And bro, my parents, like I came out of school with no debt, bro. I came out of school with zero debt. I came out of school
except the $400 credit card.
Except for that PlayStation
that you've been paying off for like 5 years.
But I work with people right now, bro, that have been practicing law for 10, 15 years, bro, and they're still paying off their loans from college.
That's crazy.
And I was, me, I'm all over the internet. I was looking at something that was talking about the amount of debt that you get to go into school, and they're like, but everything you learn is free on the internet.
It really is.
Everything you learn in school is free on the internet.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, right here, like everything I've learned about this podcast has all been through YouTube. All right, YouTube is single-handedly the best thing that I've tool out there for sure. You know what I mean?
Bro, I've learned so much. My dad built a deck, a 2-story deck off the back of the house that's been there for 20 years. By watching clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bro, check me out my house, bro. I know. Right. I show you those videos, bro. All right. So
some of that shit's in your blood, though.
Like a very speck of it, because I'm not a handyman. I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, I'm not a handyman like that. But like but when I want to get something done, and like I feel that like it's easy for me. Like if it's totally out of my my league as for tech wise or plumbing and stuff like that, I want to be like like Lynn's been there, like that. I'm like, hey, I need to do this. Like what, what I mean? Like I freaking I just made this whole little pulley system for my gym, for pulling some weight up to simulate climbing a rope.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that. But there's a running thing between me and my brothers, all right, in our group chat and stuff like that. And so And one of my brothers, he actually has this patch that he got made, and it says certified YouTube mechanic.
Yeah.
Certified YouTube mechanic, because like I'm like, man, like YouTube is things like that. So
everything.
like with this podcast, you know, learning how to configure tracks, editing videos and things like that, or my, you know, me going building things, you know, that, like my back porch I was building, or me building you know, the
my
room.
Twitch setup, my
all that,
building the PC, all of that.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm
if it ain't something super crazy like
Adam
like
did help me out
like
on the building
yeah.
the PC though.
The what?
Adam
What about him?
Machine, he helped me build the PC.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I
yeah.
saw that. That's
Adam's
clean.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But
Dude,
yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
like things like that, you know, I'm like, if it ain't something super crazy, you know, as for electrical work or plumbing work and things like that, like, you know, work for sure, you know, like if you touch the wrong wire, you know,
Something's gonna blow up. Like, I'm not doing that.
yeah,
I'm
like,
not doing that.
you know, I'll pay somebody else. But if I could just do it myself, and, you know, like that, for sure.
You don't know how many
Heck
days
yeah.
I've like been under the car, like rewinding the YouTube video, like, wait, we're supposed to be where? Like doing this, like, oh, there it is, right there.
Nah,
Like,
the
all
second
That was
I'm
me when I had my Jeep. Everything that I was, it was an old 2005 right-hand steer Jeep, and everything all the parts were aftermarket. Nothing was ever even being sold anymore for like parts for my Jeep and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was on YouTube. I'm ordering from eBay. I'm doing this, and I'm like, Dad, can you help me? And we're there watching YouTube videos and doing cranking
Nah,
everything up.
I'm like, the second I'm watching a YouTube video, all right, and what I'm looking on the YouTube video does not look like nothing that I'm working on and right here like that. It's time to call somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that.
Right.
I took this project as far as I can go.
Right.
Now it's to hand it
I
off
made
to
it to the
Yeah.
end. I made it to the end.
Yeah.
Like, this is it.
so
It's all-
so and the first thing is like, hey, I already did half the work, bro. So,
So-
what's
Right.
the price?
He's like, well, first
Well,
I
you-
gotta fix everything.
Yeah, well, you
did.
fucked it up. So, you know, going back to our last episode. Damn.
but you know, but that's what. So people always laugh because one of the things I hate to say is I don't know. Like I hate to say I don't know. I hate to
Yeah.
be the I don't know guy.
Yeah.
But I'm quick to run to Google and find the answer. Like I want to
No.
find the
Yeah.
answer
No.
because even if I don't know it today, I'm gonna know it next time I get. But it's all there. So what really are we going to college for anymore?
Yeah. As a business owner, that's the number one
Just
thing that's so
paper.
valuable to
Get it there.
like the number one thing is so valuable as a business owner is knowing and understand, like, or not just a business owner, you know, just when you're in a position and someone hires you for something, you know, just to straight up tell them, if you don't know, you don't know.
Right.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
Like that. But it's not saying, hey, I don't know. It's like, oh, that's a great question. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna find it out. That's how you need to, you know, like that, you know. And then on top of that, even if you don't know, having, you know, being able to redirect them to the right person.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, you know, like can give you so much, you know, so much credit and, you know, and keep you in their back pocket whenever they need you because you just know the right people, you know, like that. And I think a lot of people hate that, or like they kind of feel threatened that, oh, I'm gonna send it to them and I'm gonna lose business. No,
work
you
for
like
everybody.
if they wouldn't even have found these people if it
Yeah.
wasn't for you. That's how you're still valuable in that way. In
So,
that
Yeah.
sense.
so when you come out of law school and you get your degree and you pass the bar, you can practice any type of law from the day you get your license. Criminal law, so you could be one day out of law school and somebody could come in and be like, hey, I got this capital murder, I'm looking at death penalty, you want to
Is it
handle
because
me?
you're just learning just general law?
It's
like,
because
in school, or why?
to me, for what you really learn in law school is a thought process. Is what you learn, because there's really not an answer. Because if there was an answer, you would need two lawyers. You don't need one, because one person would get to the right answer. But I have to fight one side, and you have to fight the other side. So you have to be able to work the thought process to get through, right? So that's great. But is it smart to just come out of law school and represent somebody who's looking at the death penalty on your first day out?
No.
No.
You playing with someone's life.
You
now.
play with somebody who's like,
Yeah.
don't do it.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the biggest, like when I was in practice, I used to always do it, like, look, bro, I get it. I can tell you a little bit about family law. I can tell you a little bit about your child custody, but this is who you need to talk to. Go talk to them. They'll get you straight.
Yeah.
And then once that person goes, oh man, he sent me this person. They looked out for me. You know what happens next time? They come back to you.
Yeah.
And then eventually, now it's in your bailiwick.
Yeah.
Or they may not need you. Like my thing was criminal law. So Eric's looking for a family lawyer. I can't do it. But his buddy's looking for a criminal lawyer. And he goes, hey, this is the guy who steered me the right direction. And then he steers people toward me. Yeah. And then before you know it, you're putting yourself in the right situation by just being honest with people and being like, hey, that's not really my thing.
Yeah.
It's not really my thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go a little bit left field right now. Especially,
it's really kind of common with us.
Yeah. Speaking about jobs and stuff like that. Coming out of high school and stuff like that, or like coming out of college or anything like that.
Okay.
All right. So if you saw this posting, all right, for being a dog, a nanny,
dog nanny.
Dog nanny, taking care of dogs.
Okay.
Right? Like that. You would get paid $127,000 a year.
Yep.
All right, but the requirement is full time. You have to live in their mansion. All right.
Okay.
This is for billionaires. Okay.
Okay.
Like that, and it's required to give them unparalleled care. To the dogs. It's 2 dogs.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Like that. You have to give them a workout regimen. Exercise, daily walks. Mind stimulation and stuff like that. Keep them happy the whole time, like that, for sure. Would you take that job?
Oh yeah.
Duh.
Oh yeah.
No brainer.
Where's the application?
What? I'm low key trying to find that place right now.
This was a real thing. All right. This is a absolute real thing. You know how many applications they had, bro? Over 200,000 applicants.
Bro, so the thing is, it's really mindless work. Mm-hmm. Now and I joke. I say that I would do it, but after a while, like your brain needs something. Like I would feel like you get dumber.
Bro, you leave your whole family right now just to go take care of 2 dogs.
No. Everybody. But at the same time, man, I mean, think about what that would be like. Like if for a little while you're like, man, I'm just walking these dogs every day. It's fine. But then after a while, you're just like, I'm just walking these dogs every day.
So
I wonder it didn't say what type of dogs are there. I wonder what type of dogs
it would definitely matter.
Like on the video, it was like that I was watching it like that. They look like what's that mixed breed with a poodle and a labradoodle? Yeah, it looked like a labradoodle. Yeah.
So one of my first jobs out of high school was working at a doggy daycare, and I also worked at a groom shop. So like my trade initially coming out of high school and like in between my vet tech school,
groomers get some mad money, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, that was my.
I have a friend 6 figures a year, bro. All right,
they get some money.
Yeah.
Get some money.
And like the thing about it is like that whole job is just honestly just takes advantage of how much people love their dogs. Yes, you know what I mean?
I mean I could see it, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna give this dog, I'm gonna be a barber for this dog, right? Like I get it, and I guess that's kind of like a necessary thing, but I'm also one of those people that like I need mental stimulation. Like I need it. Like if I'm doing it too long or like I feel like I've gotten too good at it, like I need something else to make it difficult.
Well, bro, okay, like you're going on vacation with these dogs as well. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, like they're billionaires, so you have to go on vacation on their $1 billion yacht to Monaco. How are you not getting any stimulation?
Hell yeah.
I mean,
hell
okay, like
so the only thing that I was thinking about this when I was listening to this, I was like, all right, they have tons of money. All right. All the requirements is not bad at all. You know what I mean? You're just attached to these dogs the whole, you know, for the rest of your life until they die, like that, or they get a new set of dogs and then they replace them. But then I was like, all right, this all great and all, and I'm making all this money and just to watch dogs, but I'm like, why the fuck did this family even need these dogs?
Yeah, like
that's the only thing I was thinking about. I was like, they pay me all this money, and I'm going on trips with them to take care of their dogs and stuff.
I'm like, $250,000 for some dogs.
I'm like, bro, like the reason I get a dog is because like I'm attached to it like that. Like I took sole responsibility to be there for this because as sad as it is, you know what I mean? I'm like, this might be your second or third dog, but what's that saying for the dogs? But like the dog, like
the dog has one owner.
Yeah, the dog has one owner. So yeah, you see how sad that
Yeah.
is. I'm like, and I'm like, it's not
Yeah.
even your dog, and like the
Yeah.
billionaire that's like that doesn't give a shit about
Yeah,
it.
never sees a dog.
Yeah.
Could give two fucks.
Yeah, I forgot to say it like that, but yeah, I mean, so like that when I was listening to it, I'm like, man, that's fucking badass. Of course I would do that job, but I'm like, my first instinct was like, why the fuck do these billionaires even have this fucking dog if they don't even want to take care of
If
it?
you don't,
Yeah.
but, man, I love dogs, but I just can't. Like, is the dog that much headache?
That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point right now.
$130,000 a year
To get
tell the
just
maid to fill the dog's dish up, because you clearly have a housekeeper, right?
Yeah.
Just fill the dog's dish up, and then I'll play with the dog when I get home.
Yeah.
And if I'm never home, I don't need a dog.
That's my whole
Yeah.
point exactly. I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, you're paying $127,000 a year, all right, for someone else to take care of it. Like, why? Why do you not want to be in this dog's life? So,
what did that dog do to you?
Whatever. All
I
right.
just want to know who has all this extra money lying around, because I could put it to so much use.
It's probably Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's dog.
When you watch when you look at all the different stuff, and you look at look at the Maldives and Monaco and what's the place in Greece, Mykonos, and you look at all the people out there with all these yachts. Very seldom do you ever like really see a face that you recognize, right? Because there's some people with like,
I don't know. I've never been there, but yeah.
no, but like there's people with fuck tons of money, right?
Yeah.
Like tons of money. You're like, who are these people that are buying like the one of 100 Ferrari? Like who is this guy?
Yeah.
Right? Like and you never know these people, and it's like, man,
It's the guy that made a C in math class
right? It's just like, fuck, man.
at Milby High School.
Bro, these people make Jason. These people make so much money, bro.
Yeah.
And with some of the weirdest ideas, like think about how much money the family's worth of the guy who put the pull tab on the zipper.
All right, bro. I love that we're going down this route. All right, like this. Okay,
Think
I
about
love
that, bro.
All right, this is one of my favorite questions. I love asking. It's a great icebreaker question like that. If you're ever in a room and stuff like that, if you can go back in time, all right, and invent a new a business that obviously is worth a lot of money today, like that, what business would it be?
So it would either be the zipper, YKK,
Yeah.
or
Bro, they have a monopoly.
Look at any zipper. I want you to go look at any zipper.
Yeah,
It's gonna say it has YKK on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Or check this out: the dude that invented the little plastic wrap that goes on the end of your shoelaces.
You know what these are called, right?
Shoelace plastic
No.
wrappers.
They're,
I don't fucking know what they're called, you weirdo.
no, it's an actual name for it. Man, I want to say it's called a
Shoelace end wrapper.
I something. I want to say it's called a I something, bro. Look it up. There's an
the
actual name for it.
shoelaces.
Yeah,
Shoelace tip name.
yeah.
It's called an iglet.
Yeah. There's an actual name for it. Yeah.
Wow,
I wanted
bro.
to say I something. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah. Did you know
That's
that?
crazy.
No.
Random fact is, bro, I'm like a whole useless knowledge freaking.
I'm gonna call Jeopardy. Be like, I got somebody for you.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Nah, I ain't smart those dudes, but for
But
sure.
I mean, but think about how much money, like it's like,
Yeah.
every shoelace
How
has
about you,
that shit.
Lynn?
Man,
if you
I'm
could
trying
go
to
back
think
in
right now.
time,
I don't even freaking know.
like it doesn't matter, man. Like that. If you something like that, even what business would you start, or what would you invent?
All I'm thinking about is food.
Food.
Probably the person
Should
that
go-
made
go back.
everything that
She's gonna go-
you can
hey,
microwave. Let's
She's
go.
gonna go back and start McDonald's and do that double
That's
spicy
exactly what I'm gonna
cheeseburger.
do.
Invent the taco.
Yeah.
The taco.
I'm
Yes.
gonna go back and invent the fucking
Bro,
taco.
make that money.
Bro,
All right.
that's killer, bro.
All right. For me, I always like that. All right. You drink coffee?
Mhm.
I don't think you're a
I don't
coffee.
drink coffee.
I'm not a big coffee drinker either. But you know what? Starbucks is a real thing.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
And guess what's on every cup of those Starbucks?
Oh, that stupid
The
sleeve.
sleeve.
Bro, I would go back and
That
if
stupid
it's
fucking
something,
sleeve, bro.
something so basic. You know what I mean?
That stupid
Man, you see me
fucking
on my
sleeve.
one-of-one
Straws.
Ferrari in Monaco with the two dogs that I'm taking care of. How how you
Then
make
I'm paying somebody else to take care of.
Yeah, how you make? I invented the coffee sleeve. All right, some dumb bitch fucking burnt her hand, knowing the damn coffee was still hot,
Bro.
and I invented it because I saw a need for it.
Everybody thinks about the big stuff. The big stuff, but it's not the big. It's never the big stuff.
Never that.
It's the little
Yes.
bitty things, bro,
like-
that you make a killing.
I think the very key to any successful product or idea is obviously it's solving a need.
Yeah.
You know, like that. And if you can really, because there have been so many things. That's why I love watching Shark Tank. You know what I mean? Because you know, there's a lot of hit or miss things, but the ones that are hitting, it's like, damn.
I know I needed that.
How many times you ever see something and be like, damn, why did I think of that?
You know,
Yeah.
the thing about it gets me about Shark Tank, because they have some really good ideas on Shark Tank, but a lot of them are they're like luxury ideas, right? And it's like, if you really want to be the guy, it shouldn't be a luxury idea. It should be something that's in every house.
Yeah.
Like a zipper,
Yeah.
right?
So-
like a button.
So man, so this just reminds me
Oddly
right now.
enough, Eric doesn't have on any zippers or buttons, but it's fine. He's got on the shoes. He's got the shoestring thing though.
Yeah, the iglets.
The iglets.
Yes. All right, no, for sure. What were we talking about? I'm sorry.
Bro, I don't remember, bro. At all.
Alright. So, and this is gonna go
Solving a need.
solving
Yeah,
a need.
solving a
Okay,
need.
solving a need. Yeah, for sure. You know, those I love watching just the Shark Tank and those things. What? Oh, that's my question. I was gonna ask you. What's the last thing that you saw lately? All right, where you're like, man, I wish. I like. Why didn't I think of that? What's the last thing that you've seen that made you think like that?
Fuck.
Why y'all thinking about that? I'm gonna tell you mine. All right, like
Okay.
that because I have a military background. Okay, and right now, how long has it been now since this whole George Floyd thing? This was this
2-3 years.
2-3 years?
Yeah, maybe more.
2000 was it since like COVID?
Yeah, it was like right before
Was it
COVID.
pre or post?
I think it was pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID at that, yeah. So
Maybe
since
19.
then, so like and like the cops, just law enforcement right now are just having huge backlash and issues still to this day. You know what I mean? Just running in and just having a lot of issues. Especially when obviously not today where like someone is really being charged with something. With a law, and then they're just resisting arrest. So the last invention that I saw online, I was like, man, that's such a smart thing. All right. When someone arresting, all right, my tongue's all tied up. When someone's freaking resisting arrest, all right, like that. What's the main thing that these cops are having trouble with? Putting the handcuffs on.
Right.
All right, like that. So and because those handcuffs, they're already preset. They only probably have like like a 4-chain link with.
I think it's like
and
maybe 2 or 3
that's
years.
like super freaking old technology. You know what I mean? So I saw this the other day. It was like a freaking something out of Batman freaking a tool belt, bro. All right, they clip it on one thing, and it was a grappling thing where it extended out like that, and so it probably extended out like a good 4 feet or so, like that, however long it needed to be. But the thing is that when they were able to cuff on one hand like that, and because the other guy doesn't want to give the other hand, so they can extend it all the way out like that and cuff the other one, so it probably has about 3 feet of a cable, and
Right.
and as they're resisting, every time the hands get closer like that, it never comes out,
It
so
never
it always
comes
just
back
goes
out.
like that.
Oh.
I was like, bro, that was
Smart.
that was the
That
latest.
would help on a lot of fronts too, though, because they arrest people. So I always ask people this whenever I talk to like juries and stuff. Like, those people that can scratch the middle of their back. Like they, like what I'm talking about. Like they can take their hand, and flip it into the middle.
Yeah.
Like my shit doesn't do like that. Like my shoulders don't do that at all.
You
And-
gotta do some stretches for that.
And some people they get arrested, they'll arrest like big fat guys, and so it's not that they can't. It's just that they have to put they have to link 2 or 3
Bro,
sets
yeah,
of handcuffs
yeah.
together,
Yeah.
just to be able to accommodate the guy's shoulder, the guy's
Yeah.
shoulder backward. But if you had something like that, you just have 1 set of handcuffs.
Yeah, no,
and
yeah.
you just pull it around, and then it's not going to go. Their arms aren't going to go, so it's not going to get any further. It's not going to get any looser.
Yeah.
The thing and the thing that and just running through it, because the people will be like, well, what about the people that can? Bro, those people, I've seen those people get out of handcuffs, bro. They get out of these. It doesn't matter. Like if you're one of those, like
Yeah.
Do a little shimmy and get
Contortionist,
out.
yeah. you can do it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what the
Yeah.
handcuffs are doing.
I saw that thing. I thought that was ingenious. I was like, man,
That's a good idea.
That's a real good idea.
I got something for work. Well, I ordered these things for work where, you know, instead of having clippers on hand and stuff, you have these sleeves that go on your fingers, and they have the little knives at the end that you can just clip off stuff instead of just instead of carrying clippers around.
Yeah.
Bro, a 100%.
little cat like
Yeah.
cat women.
Right.
freaking nails.
Yeah. Fucking Freddy Krueger. You
Yeah.
know, terrorizing people's dreams and shit. Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. Edward Scissorhands.
But see, to be honest, that happens for me a lot. Where you see things and you're thinking like, man, that would be dope. Like one of the quick ones, because I'm a nut about cars, is the screw valve top that lights up green when your pressure's good, or red when it's not.
Oh,
It's just a real simple thing. It screws on, and if your pressure's too low, it's like red.
Hey, like those little things like that. Again, going back to just the little inventions like that. You know, I mean, like that just solve such major headaches and problems and things.
And they're everybody needs them.
Because it's a huge convenience. You know,
They're cheap. Like you don't need to do anything. You know, you just like here. Oh, okay, here. Yeah.
Talk about cheap. You know, like that. Freaking. Did you know that? Affordable. Let's say affordable.
Affordable.
All right, talking about affordable stuff. All right, you know that there's a Sriracha crisis right now, right?
Word.
Yes. Do you
I
not
didn't even know that. No.
All right?
Oh,
You
I
must
saw
be
some
like-
posts. Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because men fucking hogs all the Sriracha. This is square business, bro. I've been in this fucking trunk, bro. This dude's got bottles of Sriracha in his fucking trunk.
Yeah. I didn't think I was gonna talk about
It'd
this.
be bad.
I didn't think I was gonna talk about this, but since
Let's
now
edit
we're
that
on
out.
the topic like that, yeah, there's a
Sriracha?
Sriracha crisis. There is.
Okay, yeah. I've heard about
I think
that.
there's an importing issue right now with the peppers that they make like that, and there's a huge story, man. We could tell you like that. So 1975, I think the guy that invented it, freaking in China, like that. He purposely made this hot sauce, for it to be affordable like that, and like he was getting offers left and right. To this day, it's still it's like that, because like who does not eat sriracha?
That's on everything.
Bro,
Pizza, soup,
yes,
ramen,
you know what I mean.
everything.
So this was I want to say this was God, man. See, that's why I didn't want to bring it up, because I wanted to memorize the thing. But he after World War II, he came over to America. Brought the sriracha over with him and stuff like that. Was selling it out left and right in grocery stores and things. And he had investors that wanted to take it, mainstream and on the stock market and stuff. And he said no. He purposely kept it, just family owned. To this day, it's still family owned. And he wanted to keep, he wanted to make something that was so good and so affordable, that it was in everybody's household, like that. But now they're having a Sriracha crisis, and I think bottles are going up to like $70, right? What are you looking at?
$150.
No way.
$150.
Yes.
Because of the chili pepper shortage.
Chili pepper shortage.
$150. Oh, that's fucking men.
Bro,
But no,
like I got a half a bottle right now. I'm about to sell it. Who wants some sriracha?
Yeah.
At my house, and it's a big one too.
that's one of those things though that, like, whenever you hear about the businesses that do that, like they don't sell out, to big, like they don't sell out to big
It's
business.
because, man, they just keep their standards, bro.
They keep
Like
their
that.
standards.
Yes.
Because big business comes in, then they
want to change everything.
I'm
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not even change it. They just want to mass produce it, and they want to produce it faster, and they want to do this. So now it's one less bottle, one less pepper per bottle. So now it doesn't taste
Corners
as good.
get cut.
Yeah, for sure.
So, with this, with the shortage and stuff like that, all right.
That's
so
crazy.
talking about business and things like that, all right. And then, all right, coming out of college, you might have debt and everything like that. I'm gonna give you the top 6 businesses, all right, with the lowest failure rate, all right.
Okay.
And as go ahead and look up right now. This is one thing that came up before too, and I wish I knew the number. Go ahead and look me up. What is the failure rate for starting businesses like that?
Yeah.
And so top
Failure rate
6.
of condoms.
You got that?
Is this true? 90% of startups fail. 10% of startups fail
I
within the
believe
first
that.
year.
I believe that. I believe that. In the first year, 90% of startups fail.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. I believe that. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That actually makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
That seems about right.
You know, and like, you know, obviously, you know, I've been operating for 8 years now, but I didn't go straight into brick and mortar. You know what I mean? Like that. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes. People just get real happy on going in brick and mortar, and then, you know, not really understanding what all the overhead, you know, of going into it alone, just paying rent, and then, you know, things like that. You know, so there's a lot, and then, you know, just learning the system and getting a. So yeah, I believe that 90% within the first year.
Yeah.
Within the first year.
And then 65 within the first 10 years.
65%, like this. God, so
Yeah.
even if you make it to 10 years, you still have a huge.
Well, they keep juggling because, you know, it's a statistic.
Mm-hmm.
So statistics, it just depends on what you're basing the statistic on and all that, how they juggle it. But
so I guess my first question would be like, okay, are these like startups that are in the house or in brick and mortar, or like what we were talking about with the ice cream thing, you know, like that, or like pop-ups or whatever. So I guess that would be my first question to really know. But, you know, I'm just assuming these are first year startups in a brick and mortar business like that. I'm gonna just assume that like that. So top 6, all right, businesses with the lowest, all right, failure rates. All right, number 6 is gonna be senior care facilities. All right, like that, and their success rate is 81%.
Makes sense.
All right, like that. All right, and I one thing I know for a fact. All right, anything with babies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and it's very sad to say, but anything with seniors, all right, with death, it's always gonna make you money.
Yeah.
All right, like that. There's always people new babies being born, and then, you know, life is life. You know, you can't get away from death. So
there was something I learned when I was
Alpha and Omega.
learning about subject to housing and foreclosures, and it's like the 3 Ds. It's death, divorce, and debt. That's all of those. You can't get away from it. People are always getting in debt. People are always finding divorce. They're always dying.
Yeah, like that's just life in general, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, and so so 81%. You know, if you getting out of college, all right, and you're really trying to figure out, you know, how to make some money, all right, with the highest success rate, that's number 6. All right, number 5, last mile delivery.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Like that's an 82% success rate. Okay, so you're talking about, like, you know, the Amazon trucks,
DoorDash, Uber,
DoorDash, yeah, that all those last miles where, you know, people are bringing you your packages or your food or anything like that. Yeah, you know, those are quickly rising, and you know what? You know that hasn't been around long at all.
Like, you know, it's been around a long time, bro. The thing is, so I had a buddy of mine, I'm talking 10, 20 years ago, who started he had a pickup and delivery dry cleaning service. So he would pick your clothes up from your house, deliver it. Here's when they started popping. Here's why it's popping and that now. The pandemic's got it popping.
Yeah. Okay, so that's why I say it hasn't been around a long time, because like okay, I get where your friend is coming from, you know, like that, because that's probably his. Was it his business, or he was just doing it?
No, that was his business.
Or so like I'm talking about the dry cleaning. Was that
he was the dry cleaner. It was his dry cleaning.
And he would finish.
But he would pick up.
Yeah.
The
So
clothes
okay.
from you, take it and
So
drop
this
it
is strictly this is not even, you know, like that.
Just
so
like favor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So these are those type of businesses right there. All right, you own the laundromat that's doing the dry cleaning. I'm just picking it up and taking it to Lynn's house. You know, a lot of those businesses, you know, like that. And then and right now, obviously, Amazon freaking, you know, has made a staple.
Yeah.
You know, with that, you know, for sure. And then so number 4 right now is real estate. All right, 86%.
Everybody
like
needs
that.
a house.
Everybody needs a house, yeah, for sure. Like that, but man, it's like you just have so much flexibility with real estate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether, you know, you're finding houses and selling them, or like that, or even flipping them, like that.
Yeah.
You know, whether, you know, Airbnb.
Yeah.
Airbnb changed the game, you know, VRBO, you know, like that. You know, they're putting hotels out of businesses, you know, anytime soon. You know, like that.
It's easier.
Yeah.
It's better.
You know,
in my eyes, I haven't stayed. Well, I'm staying in hotels. I stay in a lot of hotels, but if I'm actually going out of town for vacation,
Airbnb.
I Airbnb.
I don't even look
stay
at
in
hotels.
I don't
no
even.
more.
I
don't
don't
stay
either.
Yeah, I don't even.
If I'm going out of town overnight, like to compete, I just get a hotel because right. But if I'm going out of town for vacation,
No,
Yeah.
exactly what you're saying. Like if I'm going, overnight to like for something, business wise, competing things like that. Yeah, I'm gonna just do one night in the hotel and things like that. But as for vacation, like that, I'm like, dang, it's so crazy to think about that. It's not even, it hasn't been that long, and then now no one even cares about a hotel for vacation.
Yeah.
They love the experience. I guess it's just the experience of knowing that you're on vacation and you want to be in a home in vacation.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in a.
it's also cheaper.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
It is.
because you can go, you can cook, you can buy grocery, you can have your drinks at the house, you can chill.
That's what
out,
I love about it.
I
Just love
that,
knowing that feeling that what I mean, that like
Comfort,
okay,
yeah.
I'm in a home when I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
All right, like that. Number 3, all right, vending machine services. All right, like that. With that's gonna be a 91%. That's a huge jump. From 86 to 91. That's a huge jump right here. So like that, for sure. And man, you know what? I think getting into that business initially is gonna be, a good investment. It's gonna be a big investment because vending machines, man, they're not cheap. A good one, a decent one, runs you about $1,500. You know what I mean?
Machine, then you got to maintenance, then you got to keeping them stocked. Is really not that.
It's deal. Bro. That's all it is. What I mean? You're talking about just
Costco.
you're talking about once a month. Loading up machines like that, and then freaking it pays for itself after a while. The only thing I would have to figure out, or the only thing I would have to question is like, all right, do I just do a strictly cash coin machine like that, or now with the ones
With
that
the
I
swap,
do,
yeah,
with
the
swap,
card, yeah.
If I honestly, I don't want to fuck with merchant fees. You know what I mean? It's like that. You're gonna have to pay with the merchant fees like that.
Everything is upcharged because of a merchant's fee.
Yes.
The convenience of being able to walk up, double tap, boop, hit your phone on the thing, and not need cash to get the soda, not need cash to get the Rice Krispie treats. The only thing that it helps is if you have to have cash, then you may not get it because you don't have cash to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I think that's where like as a vending machine, business owner, like that's one thing you have to think about. But then again, I was like, all right, you want to put your vending machine somewhere good. You don't want to come back and then that shit broke in. Or something like that. Man.
Bro, you just vending machine, man.
That cupcake vending machine in the Galleria? I'm
Look at
there
this.
every weekend.
Oh my God.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, I was like,
so now I'm headed to the Galleria.
after this,
I think it's by Crave Cupcakes.
Oh man, fuck anything.
Number 2, all right. Number 2 on the list, self-storage. All right, that's a 92% success rate.
Did y'all ever watch Storage Wars?
I mean, I love some Storage Wars.
Yep.
I'll punch that dude in his face, bro. All right,
bro. I used to, bro. Hey, trust me.
Yeah, man,
Trust
and
me.
the thing about with so I remember I've only rented out a storage unit one time ever, and that's when I bought out all my equipment for my gym, and I had it stored in there for about 4 months, and every month it was $1,000. You know what I mean? Because I had man, I had so much shit when I bought my initial all my equipment like that. So it was 4 units. Like 4 units. It wasn't 1 unit. It was 4 units to get all my shit in there. And every month it was costing me $1,000 like that.
$200 a unit.
And bro, like, just to know that you can't pay that bill, then they seize your unit like that, and then they sell it off to somebody else at auction like that. And I was like, man. But the thing about it is like, just knowing like how low maintenance it is to own that business. Like you're virtually doing nothing.
You keep your AC running.
Yeah.
And that's really it.
Yeah.
And you have one person at the front desk.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that. And then the security guard that comes through, like that.
Maybe.
Like, especially with the outdoor ones.
With the
indoor ones, like, you don't even need that. You got cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, talk about just something so chill. You just, and you can look up the statistic too, because like, I'm like, it's just amazing to me knowing that freaking why storage units are so popular, because I'm like, the majority of the time it's just people just storing the shit that they don't even fucking need. Yeah, as like
stuff they've kept for
like,
7 years.
I have so much shit in my storage that I should just probably throw
You're a hoarder,
away.
bro?
Not a hoarder, but here's what happened. I had a whole bunch of stuff Then we moved. So we moved from a bigger house to a smaller house. It's like, okay, what are we gonna do with all this stuff? So we put it in storage. Bro, that was 3 years ago, bro. But now the stuff is over in storage, and it's just like, man, who wants to go over?
How about you say you like hoarding stuff or like?
Hell no,
bro.
I want to get rid of everything that I don't
my
need.
My wife gets mad at me, man, because like when I'm not big on cleaning, you know what I mean, like that. Like I get real lazy when it comes to cleaning, but then when I get in my cleaning modes, shit goes. Everything's gone. All right, goes, and she hates when I get in those moods, you know what I mean? Because like after a while, when I just keep seeing the same, thing that we're not using in the corner for about 2 months, I'm like, nah,
we don't need
get rid of it like that. All right, go ahead and try to sell it right now. If it's not sold by Sunday, guess what? I'm throwing it away. I don't care. I'm gonna give it away for free like that. Like I just, and I get that because like my aunt, I was raised by my aunt, and she's a huge hoarder. All right, she has 2 sheds in the yard. All right,
God,
she has 2 sheds.
She got a bunch of shit, man.
Yeah, like that. So the first one, that first shed right there is a little run down, but it's already full. It's packed to the gills with stuff like that. And then she built a new shed like that to start putting more stuff. I was like, oh, bro, like going into her room, like that. It always looked like a tornado hit it because she just has stuff. And like, don't get me wrong, she always has something for something. She always has something for some type of event, like that. But I'm like, oh, I never liked that. Bro.
I mean, I don't really I don't really, but that's the thing. I don't clean, but once I clean, I don't need any of this shit.
Yeah, like
I don't need this shit.
All right, like have you ever seen that show, Hoarders?
Oh yeah.
Oh, bad.
Bro, I get like hives watching that show, bro. I'm like,
that shit makes me cringe so bad.
Bro,
like,
tell me why you need a 30-year-old newspaper. What are you gonna do with this?
Hey man, because they want to freaking make sure that they staying up top on their English, on their history. On their history.
I just don't understand. Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, number one on the list was laundromats. All right, 95% success rate.
Almost open one.
But like,
open one.
I would if there's 3 businesses I want to get into. All right, laundromats would be one. All right. Car wash. That's one. I was looking at this list. I was like, why isn't a car wash on there like that?
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna blow your mind.
All right, a car wash, and then in a barbershop.
Parking lot.
Parking lot what? Oh, a parking lot? Oh yeah, here in Houston downtown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Parking lot.
Parking lot, bro.
Man, I've seen 2 businesses by Minute Maid Park. All right.
Okay.
2 successful bars because it was after Minute Maid went up, there's obviously all the bars. I saw 2 bars pop a thing. I believe they were sold like over like almost $2 million like that, and it was a small bars like this bar.
The one across the street.
It was the bus. All right, that was the one that's behind home plate.
Okay,
all right, and then the one off first base first base sideline, like there's another one like that, and like these the space itself, I would probably say the space is probably a little smaller than 5,000 square feet, like that. $2 million. All right, in months gone, building gone, parking lot like that. I like freaking making mad man during events, bro. They charging $80-$100 to park. It's crazy,
and it's premium parking. Mm-hmm. So the guy that's gonna pay $80 to park is like, I don't want anybody to park next to my Benz. Mm-hmm. So he's got the money to pay it, or he's got, he's on that first date, he's showing off for the girlfriend. He's like, I know you don't want to walk far, so let's go over here.
Now we're gonna park $20 parking like 3 blocks away, and we're gonna take the bike guy. All right.
we're gonna park by Astroworld. We're gonna pay $1.25, and we're gonna catch the rail.
The railing, yes.
Oh,
right. Like, you got money, where you keep it, you don't spend it on bullshit. I'm not paying $80 to park my car any motherfucking place.
Because I'm about to pay freaking $10 for a water bottle in this damn anyway.
Like but parking lots are so. But so the thing with the laundromat, because I looked into laundromats. Mm-hmm. I looked into laundromats, and the only issue that I found with laundromats is you have to have the right area for one. Mm-hmm. And it's weird because you think of, well, what's the right area for a laundromat? The right area for a laundromat is low income and multifamily housing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the best. It doesn't do any good to put one in River Oaks. They all got wash machines in their house.
Yeah.
And then you put the laundromat in there, but
Yeah, that's where you see most laundromats anyway. Like that. I'm like, you know, I remember, you know, plenty of freaking Sundays chilling and hanging out all day at a laundromat as a kid, you know, like that, you know. And so, and guess what? It's no surprise I lived in a low income family house, you know, and so that's what we do, you know, like that. So for sure, you know, you gotta wash your clothes.
Gotta wash your clothes. And see, so here's the thing. So because I like laundromats, and I'd prefer a laundromat to the washing machine at home, because at home, it takes me 5 hours to wash 5 loads. At a laundromat, it takes 1 because I'm putting them in 5 different machines at one time.
Man, honestly, it just depends, you know, how, like, the priority. You know, if I need drawers tonight, like that.
Man, I'm watching them hoes in the zinc
I was just about to say that. My grandma taught me.
You know, but if it's a chill Sunday, you know, I don't care, man. You know, I'm playing the PS5, you know, and I'm just checking on the laundromat every once in a while. Like, you know, I mean, hey, I'm not going nowhere, so.
But it's also like
I need drawers on Tuesday.
It's also if you have like see, you know, it's you and your wife and the baby. You know what I'm saying? It's just me, my wife, and the baby. You know what I'm saying? We don't have. If you had like 8, 5, 6 people,
there's
like,
8 kids in the house, you know, like that. I was so I was raised by my aunt. 8 kids in the house, yeah, for sure. You know,
take me to a laundromat.
Yeah, laundromat.
You be doing laundry all day long. You never stop doing it.
Yeah, that high power freaking laundry. I mean, washer and dryer. Yeah, that was needed. You know?
Right.
You ain't buzzing out that many loads for the freaking, you know, a whirlwind. You know,
bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
like that. What out of all this list right here, which one surprised you, or what's not on this list that surprised you like that? Honestly, I think you know what we're gonna say about the car wash. I'm surprised the car wash not on it, man, because that's super low maintenance.
It's low maintenance, but I feel like people will either just run through the car wash at the gas station, or like you have like my car right now is filthy.
Oh man, that you know, you got a point on that.
People that want, like people that are like super car guys, they'll just go out and detail their car themselves. Yeah, because they want to make sure that it's done meticulously.
Well, it has to be, bro. Like, and it's like obviously someone that's driving a 2004 gray Jetta like me. You know, I don't care, you know, how my car looks, you know, but if I'm driving something nice, you know, and like that, no, like I like. People would like devalue or like they like as for a car guy, they understand, you know, going through a car wash machine is gonna fuck your paint up. It's gonna fuck your rims up like that.
It's not gonna.
But I think the biggest issue with a car wash is that, you know, making sure you're having the right permits and stuff and keeping them up with the city, because all that the chemicals wash and stuff going into the drains like that. So I think that's why probably that's not on the list, you know. But as something just so very easy, less maintenance, you know, wise of operation like that, I'm like, you know, I'm surprised. What about you, Lynn? You know.
Yeah, you know what I see a lot pop up, but never freaking sticks: windshield repair. Like, have you seen those people? They just pop up on a corner and like you see like them everywhere, and you would think, and you would think that they're like profitable and stuff like that, but then they're just hit and miss. And
but what the thing about those is that it's not OEM, you know, products, meaning they're not original manufacturer like that. And so those glass, you know, like it's a quick fix, but the thing is that the tempered glass is there like that. It's not to regulation of what the original manufacturer did. So that glass can break easier. Yeah. You know, just replacing it with something like that. Yeah. You know, or are you just talking about like if you have a crack and then
the cracks and the glue and the you know, you fix the stars and little chips and stuff.
No, man, you can go to Walmart and get that stuff, you know, fill it in yourself. You don't need someone to do it. You know what I mean?
You better go on. You better go on. To drill into a freaking thing and then just shatter my whole.
No, it's basically like a super glue. Man, you better go on YouTube and watch something. All right,
you really can, like, straight up. The only thing, you just got to get it before the crack starts to run. If you get it before the crack starts to run, you'll be fine. But I
can't really think that.
That's like those. None of those really surprise me because they're they're like the vending machine. Like it's one of those things that you don't really think about how much money is made in there. But when you think about your vending machine and you think about a soda, and it probably has, 50 Cokes in it, but it's got 50 Sprites, and it's got 50 of 10 different types of soda in it, all being sold for 75 cents a soda,
like $1.25
or $1.25 a soda,
Yeah.
and it costs you $10 to get all those sodas from Costco.
Bro, I remember I was in the hospital, bro, when my wife had my son like that, and going to the vending machine to go buy one of those. I was like, man, that's like $2.75.
Yep.
I'm like, what the? Oh my God, bro.
I was drinking out of the saltwater bottle. Like just punching a hole in the IVs and it's like I'm not paying off.
I'm taking all this stuff. Bro.
Man, it's expensive, bro. And you just look at the markup on that.
Yeah.
Just look at the markup on that. It's
No,
stupid.
for sure. Out of this whole list, which one? I think I would go with the vending machines. I think as for maintenance and and operation and stuff like that, I think is I think that's like a lot more flexible than all the other ones for sure. How about you? Lynn.
The vending machines.
Yeah.
The vending machine is the one that seems. The vending machine is also the one that seems like it requires the most maintenance.
The most?
The most?
No, man, just once a week you just re-up the snacks.
So senior care facility is a lot of maintenance.
Yeah,
For sure.
But
because you're dealing with employees and stuff like that, and making sure.
But what else are you dealing with?
With the like the crazy old
You're
people
dealing
that
with insurance is definitely paying.
Okay, yeah.
So you're not dealing with where your money's coming from.
Yeah.
Person come
It's
in.
just
Oh, you got
there.
Medicare? Boom, gotcha.
Done.
Yeah.
And you're getting your money every month.
Yeah.
See, that to me is the allure of the medical profession. It's insurance.
Yeah.
Nobody ever thinks about last time you went to the doctor. How much did you pay?
Well, my wife, I was like, man, she's still
No,
paying
like when you went to
for me.
when you went to the doctor's office. How much did you pay?
I think it's like a $75 visit.
You paid $1,000
For what?
on your insurance.
On my insurance.
You came out of your pocket $75.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he
yeah.
made $1,000
Yeah,
to see you for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
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 Bro.
True.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Facts.
I mean,
Yeah.
they make it.
I mean, I'm sticking with the vending machine, man. I think that's like the least maintenance for me. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I think my second.
maintenance is self-storage.
Yeah, self storage would be my second.
Self storage would have been my first, and then real estate would have been my second, but only because that's something that I learned and I really liked, and it's just everybody needs somewhere to stay.
Man, there's just real estate just
It's
I'm
niche
in
though.
I'm in real estate. I have some residential properties that I rent and stuff like that, and it's a headache, man.
It depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, it does
like,
depend on what you're
if
doing.
I'm dealing with
You're just selling
Airbnbs,
houses?
Yeah, if you're just selling houses, I think
But
it's
if you're Airbnb or you're a
Yeah.
landlord, that shit's
Yeah.
a nightmare. Bro. I will not landlord. I will
No.
not landlord.
Yeah, being landlord is
I'm
a
not doing
tough
it.
business.
If you-
Then
Yeah.
they get mad and they tear everything up in the
Yeah.
fucking house. They keep my $1,500 deposit and total whole lot.
Yeah, and now you're paying like $3,000 worth of damages.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You know,
I'm not landlord, bro. I'm
All
not
right,
doing it.
guys. All right, you tell us. Out of this list, which one is your favorite right here? Out of laundromat, self storage, vending machines, real estate, last mile delivery, or senior care facilities, which one would you pick? As for the top 6, lowest failure rates or the highest success rates, like that, knowing that you're coming out of school or looking to do a business and you don't want to be that. What was it? What was the
90?
failure rate?
You want to hear that 90?
90%. Yeah.
90% failure rate within the first year. So obviously if you want a high success rate, these are one of the ones to choose out of like that. You tell us what your vote would be, leave a comment for sure, like that. I think it's great discussion like that. Or, maybe you the lucky $200,000 applicee for the dog.
Dog water.
Yeah, and maybe you get that job. You know what I mean? You don't got to worry about nothing, and hopefully you're just single. You don't got to leave your family and get divorced.
Stay
Well,
there and all that shit.
when you think about the failure rate of businesses, this goes back to what we were talking about. Season 1, podcast 1, podcast 2. Bro, you have to know what you're up against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to know what you're not going to open a business and buy a Bentley in 2 weeks.
No.
Nah.
Like that's not
Maybe
the
year
thing.
10.
Maybe year 10
if you
you're
escape
lucky.
that, if you escape that 65%.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to know,
Yeah.
like it's a grind, and there are things that you just have to accept, and you have to have that, like you have to have that corner that knows, like my boo is starting a business, and motherfucker not gonna have any money for a while.
Yeah.
Like, and it's gonna be up and late, and it's gonna be crabby, and it's gonna be like,
Bro,
people gotta know that.
business, bro. All
Right? It's okay, boo.
This is on a recorded video.
I knew it.
But that's hard though. Like, that's hard for people to understand, especially
Yeah.
when you're coming from you had a job.
Yeah.
Like, you was I had a check. We were doing all these things, but now
Yeah.
I want to venture out on my own. I want to start this business. I want to do this on my own,
Once you
and I
make-
don't have all that extra anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, well, what do you mean? Because we used to go to the Crave cupcake machines. Like, you sure we could just get some Jiffy muffins at the house and put some icing on them?
No. All right. We got cupcakes at home.
You got cupcake money?
Yeah, we got, yeah. Nah, it's just cornbread mix.
I was thinking, I was like, Jiffy. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah,
You need cornbread cupcakes?
Yeah, we got cornbread.
We got cornbread
Alright.
muffins.
Like that.
Put some icing on the boys and go about your business.
Dude,
All
some
right.
cinnamon butter?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Let us know what your thoughts are, guys, for sure. All right, throughout this list. All right, like that. All right, let us know, what kind of grades made it to. All right, like that. Were you, the straight and narrow, all right, freaking making straight A's, or were you the C guy, venturing out, the dreamer,
The dreamer.
the dreamer, for sure. All right. Until next time, guys. Again, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. All right, look us up on Instagram. Like, follow, and share, guys. And again, if you like what we're talking about, give the gift that keeps on giving, and share it with your friends and your family as well, like that. Any closing thoughts?
I'm gonna have to look right in the camera for this one.
Go ahead.
Men, there's a Sriracha shortage, bro. There's a Sriracha shortage. Share. Men, share the Sriracha, bro.
Man, how about yourself, Lynn?
Man, share the Sriracha. Dude, come
Bro
on.
got his own side business, making $150 a bottle, man. Leave him alone.
He's a dreamer.
He's over here hustling out of his truck right after practice. I got the Sriracha.
Sriracha bottles.
Like, it's Sriracha.
All right.
I'm gonna get the FDA on
All
it.
right, go to your local store, guys. Pick up a bottle of Sriracha before they run out, for sure. All right. Until next time, this is Sweat Equity. I'm Eric Valdez, alongside Jules Johnson and Lynn Lopez, guys. Y'all have a good one. Until next time.
We out.
Bye.